Zach, we need to go to Muses Gallery. George said to take the road along the lake and go north.
Yeah, what I really like is that they neglected like so many parts of the game, but they made like an in-cockpit view of your car.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're right. That's, if you think about it, that's totally
Mr.
cray-cray.
FBI agent made it here all by himself.
I hate it when people say cray-cray. Why do I do that myself?
George, Emily, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm going to talk to Diane alone. You two just wait out here.
What the hell are you saying?
I know, it's very rude of me. I know. But also very important. I always make sure that I meet with the important ones, one-on-one. Otherwise, it's difficult to sense the subtle reactions of the suspect. This is just how I do things, and I'd appreciate your understanding.
But go on then. You're not going to listen to us anyway, are you?
Well then, Zach, let's go and meet Lady Diane.
It doesn't even ring the doorbell. He just goes
Well, there is
inside.
none.
Oh.
It's an open gallery, I think.
Ah, okay.
Hello? Hello? No reply. Let's take a look around then, Zach.
Well, first of all, let's take a look at the big ass thing in the middle.
Oh, what the hell is that? It looks like a human figure, but then it kind of morphs into something, whatever.
Yeah. I kind of like it, actually, but I don't know what it's supposed to be.
Okay, Olivia.
Yeah, she seems to be kind of sad. She's hard at work helping her husband. Whatever.
Hello, Olivia. Do you like art?
Yes, I do. Well, I mean, I like trees.
Trees. Okay. Ah, but I see because these are all tree paintings. Do you come here often then?
Well, no. Just sometimes. I'm sorry, I really need to get back to the diner.
Zach, she was lying about something. She said trees, not paintings of trees. She doesn't need to come here to see trees. There's tons of trees outside.
I don't know if that makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
She can like trees outside and paintings of trees.
Yeah, because it seemed like there are a lot of different tree paintings, and
Yeah. And probably there's only a handful of different trees outside.
yeah.
So look at this, it's kind of a puzzle. A hint for a puzzle.
Da-da.
Da-da. So this is one of the paintings mentioned on the note we just found. I don't know why he's not just getting in there, actually, but
Yeah.
who cares?
It's like probably I shouldn't try. Maybe it was the woman's bathroom.
I don't think so. What happened to my tablet?
You need to charge.
Well, it does.
Does?
I just plugged it in.
Well, maybe it's it's not
Well, it's
completely plugged.
the Nexus clickety clack. The Nexus 7 thing is a fucked up controller. but you just heard us connecting it, so it is connected now.
Oh, another medal.
Oh yeah, so you can burn everything but the paintings. I don't know why I'm taking my time to even collect any money, because I have plentiful of it.
I'm asking myself, why are you burning torsos of women without any point? Is there something hidden in the depth of your subconscious?
Well, you mean if there's some deeper meaning to that? Huh. Well, the only enemies that I kill around here are women and fat dudes. So you should ask yourself, what is the deeper meaning behind the game developers?
Oh, you mean
game designers?
Because of fat dudes and
also the what is it called? The mannequins.
I mean, what does a mannequin portray?
Oh, well, it's like a blank. It's like an empty piece of paper that you can fill with whatever you want, in female or male version. And everything you can put on it is like clothing, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like.
But it's still not human, so it's more like an outer shell without.
Yeah, well, it's a blank statement without anything in it. Without any meaning, or, well, I don't know. Do you remember this movie where you can, like, where the mannequin comes to life?
Yeah, I remember that
From
one.
the 80s?
Yeah.
What was it called?
Probably Mannequin 1 and 2.
Well, I don't know. I read a piece about it, like, a certain time ago, and it was kind of fascinating. I think the movie was bad, but at our age, which we were at the time, I think we loved basically everything that was on TV.
Yeah, of course.
At least I did.
Yeah, I watched everything. I mean, I don't know. My parents were always like, until I was like 10 or 12, my parents were like, okay, you have like your TV times where you can watch TV, and outside of that, you're not going to watch TV. So I was pretty restricted on that. But then when I was 12 or sometime like 10, 11, 12, I got my own TV in my room.
So you could
No,
watch
I didn't.
porn all night.
No, I didn't. I got my TV when I was 14.
Or I remember the times it wasn't like porn, but soft erotica stuff on
late night TV.
Like 2 or 3 channels, late night TV channels.
Yeah.
So I was looking for something, and what we just saw a second ago was the place where one of the paintings, which was mentioned on the note, should have been, but it wasn't there. You know, it was like an empty place.
Yeah.
So we have to search for that painting. But keep on going. So you thought you got your TV at 12 or 13, but you didn't?
Yeah, I have a personal anecdote for that. When we came back to Germany from Norway, I think I turned 14. And the first time we got a new house, and it was like my own room. It was like on the top floor. It was like a 3-story house. And my room was like the whole top floor. And you know, I got all my stuff in there, and like some new furniture and stuff like that.
Then you were masturbating on the carpet and rubbing your stuff into the carpet, and then your parents came with the black lights. Yeah. Oh, well, that's like an inside joke. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry. Keep on going.
No, and then I designed like my own room. You know, I put everything where I wanted it to be, and I put up posters, stuff like that. And that was like the first time I got my TV, and I put it in a corner with like a couch. It was a pretty big room. And I turned on the TV, and it was one of the main TV stations we have here in Germany called Sat.1. And I remember it was like in the evening, like 8 o'clock or something. And then I went down to my parents to tell them, to come up to look at my room because it was really nice. But then there was something downstairs on TV, and I started watching some show with my parents.
Yeah.
And that was like for 1 or 2 hours. And then it was like 10 or like 11 in the evening. And then my parents were like, okay, now you have to go to bed, but we're going to look at your room first. And I let my TV on the whole time.
Yeah.
Because, and what was on TV on Sat.1 at like 11 or 12 p.m.
Probably soft porn.
Yeah, it was soft porn. And then my parents were like, oh, maybe it wasn't such a good idea. We gave you your own TV because there was like this old German soft porn. And I was like, yeah.
Could you imagine? Can you imagine that being on TV now at 11 o'clock on like a cable channel? Is it? I don't know. I haven't watched.
I haven't watched like for 5 years.
Yeah, you didn't watch TV for 5 years too?
No, not. I haven't watched TV, but my girlfriend sometimes watches TV in the living room.
Okay,
and I get sometimes I have to watch it because I sit there, but not on purpose. So
yeah, so I really haven't watched TV for a couple of years, and I don't know if that's still going. But what I actually wanted to say, could you imagine being it on like in the US or something?
I don't know. My guess would be that, same as in Germany, that the US probably in the 80s was more, or like in the 70s was maybe like more to sexual revolution and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know too. I don't know either. So I'm asking myself. So did you see the painting that was like gone upstairs? We found it right there, and we could look at the number, at the amount of trees on it. So we found the 3 paintings, and we were looking at how many trees are on each of them, and now we can basically put in the numbers into the number pad on the safety system on the door, so that we can enter the office space. It's weird that he doesn't try to go into the door that just someone came out, but he finds out the security numbers and just walks into like a secured place.
Like a 3 number code is really inefficient.
Yeah, probably in a decimal system at least. Well, it depends. If you put it in wrong once and
if you have like
trigger a security alarm, then it's not necessarily inefficient. Then
and that was actually the problem with that celebrity photo iCloud thing, right? That was actually because the accounts were brute forced. There was like, because I read it and I was like, okay, this has nothing to do with this game, but I read it and I was like, like a cloud has like a 128-bit
which is
encryption,
pretty long, not necessarily string, but a sequence of numbers and signs.
Yeah, you need like a supercomputer for that, and then it would take a couple of years.
Probably won't be able to crack it in a lifetime with a normal computer from now.
Yeah, and they actually just brute forced the passwords because the Apple ID thing doesn't have like a, okay, you tried 3 times in 1 hour and now we're going to block your account for another hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Because honestly, 128-bit is huge.
Call this a painting?
It's crazy hard to
poor composition.
Crazy hard to brute force.
Hardly the work of a master.
If you take like
strangely though,
non-sequitur
exudes a soft, warm feeling.
Yeah, but I mean, brute forcing,
guardian of the art gallery, in fresh
is more like, okay, here you have like a dictionary of the 5,000 most common used passwords, and they just run them through.
Exactly,
and then a lot of them just work because people are stupid.
Because obviously celebrities are even more stupid sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, they're just human. I mean, I know what my dad uses for his password for the telephone company because he pays my telephone bill.
Well, I'm a human too, and I'm pretty fucking lazy, and security is the opposite of comfort in terms of computers.
Yeah.
And still, I don't use the same password twice, and none of them is just some word or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Well,
and I don't even have like nude pictures to cover up for.
Not anymore, at least.
You know?
Like I said, there's no point in you having this.
I don't know.
To far better use. I'm taking it.
I think that's pretty
That's
stupid
fine
of
by
them.
me then, as you wish.
Yeah, that's like the whole discussion about, okay, let's watch this first.
Yeah.
The FBI agent, right?
So there's no way you could have been at the scene of the crime.
That's right. I was drinking at the bar with Nick until early morning. I'm sure if you ask him about it, he'll say the same.
Very well. I'll be sure to do that. One other thing. That argument with Carol just now.
She's always like that. She thinks of me as an enemy, always bickering at what I say.
Is there any reason for that?
Perhaps because someone she liked ended up with me in my bed?
That would explain it, yes. If I may be so bold, who was the lucky man?
Oh, I sleep with anyone I wish. Anyone I prefer to sleep with. I guess she had her eye on one of them, but I don't know who it was exactly. I could sleep with you, if you like.
I'm flattered by your offer, but I don't think that would be appropriate. You're exactly the kind of woman a man in my job should never get involved with.
Isn't that a shame, darling?
I'll be frank. Right now, you are not a suspect. But both Zach and I are certainly feeling shaky about you.
If you want to remain in the clear, just watch yourself from now on.
Oh, you don't know, do you? Artists and art lovers, we love a good thrill.
Thank you for your help. I have nothing further to ask you at the moment. Goodbye.
See, she is actually like introducing the theme of sexuality into this game, I think.
Yeah.
Which fits our discussion pretty well, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of leaked nude photos.
Yeah.
But let's keep at the topic.
I had a chat
At
with
hand.
Diane. She said she was at the bar drinking with Nick at the time of the murder. We need to confirm her story. Let's talk to Nick at the diner.
Do you remember Nick?
Very well, Agent Morgan. I have to head back to the department and clear up some paperwork.
I probably do when I see him.
Diner.
He is Olivia's husband.
I'll show you the way.
The girl we met
Diner's open from 9
at the beginning in there.
Yeah.
Was like sad and watching at the
We
trees,
suspected, Zach.
tree pictures.
Diane is the key to this case. I have a feeling she will lead us right to the criminal.
Oh.
Do you remember the beginning of the episode? There was like this obscure picture of her arriving in town.
Yeah, and she
Kaysen
was in his
brought
car.
her.
Yeah. So maybe they had sex.
They have certainly have a relationship at
He
some
planted
point.
a seed, and now he's waiting for a sapling to grow.
You mean he planted the red seed?
Yeah, in her vagina.
Yeah, that might be true.
That could be, yeah.
And also, obviously, I put a break in there.